Hey gamers, today we're going to look at the Ghost Fightn Treasure Hunter expansion, Creepy Cellar. Let's check it out. Alright, so let's go through the setup and tell you what's changed. First off, you'll be passing out these purple gems around the board in every room, just like you would in the base game. The game gives you a purple deck of cards that I'll talk about some of the new stuff in there. You got your Ghost King deck that you'll put here, and then of course your crate cards, which you'll put here. And of course now, instead of taking them out the front door, the jewels, you're going to put them into these basements in this order. Number 1's there, number 2 is right here, and then 3, 4, 5, 6, back and forth. They also have a little tunnel space here where your man can move between both of them. If someone has already placed a gem here, let's say, and you're on your way here, well, you can just turn back around and put one in there. That's kind of how that works. Now, the game plays relatively the same. Let me just tell you about some of the changes that are going on. First off, the deck. There are 2 new cards in the deck. One is a Ghost King card. When you pull over a Ghost King card, you're going to take one of these Ghost King cards, flip it over, and you're going to put the Ghost King in that particular room. Now, this is the Ghost King. He's very similar to the Blue Ghost mini expansion, meaning if there were 2 green ghosts in a room and the Ghost King comes in, then that would signify 3 ghosts and that would make a haunting. But the Blue Ghost King will always stay on the board. He cannot be killed, and he just goes around causing more trouble for the other players. Now, you can leave a room with a Ghost King in it, but you cannot fight one. You can't ever kill one. So that's the Ghost King. Now, the other card here, of course, you see the Blue Ghost pulling someone through. What that means is the Ghost King is going to pull you into a different room. So if my character's, maybe over here, and then I flip over this card here, what I'll do is I'll flip over one of the Ghost King cards, and I will go to that room. Now, one of the things about the jewels all come with curses that have you do different things, like you can only fight ghosts if you have 2 people there. This one gives you -1 in movement. This one doesn't let you use trapdoors, and those curses will go away once you deliver the jewel in that place. Some of these curses make you draw 2 cards at the same time, which is very bad. Now, I mentioned trapdoors. What are trapdoors? Well, these tiles here that you're going to place on the board, there's 1, 2, 3, and 4 right here, and when you put your player there, you can transport them to any other room. Now, usually, of course, you may want to go to the basement to do it, but you can go to any other room. Now, once you use a trapdoor to go to another room, it disappears, it goes away from the board. And now, the only way to get it back is, once you get to one of these rooms, and let's say I delivered one of my cursed gems over here in their spot, then you'll play one of these crate cards. And these crate cards can signify a bunch of little bad things, sometimes good things. This one unlocks all doors and gives you an extra turn. Some of them, let you bust some ghosts in the room. Some of them, you got to get more ghosts out there. One of them here, these are the bad ones. These are Jinxed Cars. As you see, there's a lot of them in the deck. Whenever you get a Jinxed card, you're going to take one of these little tokens here, and you're going to flip it over, and you're going to put it in that person's backpack. Now, they can't get any gems until they go to that room. They have to drop off the Jinx token in that room. So they would have to go all the way over to J in order to drop this token and be able to pick up more jewels there. So the good thing is, though, whenever you drop off a Jinx token, though, you do get to take one of the tiles that you'd already used, the trapdoor tiles, and put one back on the board, one of your choice. And that's basically the game. You're just trying to get these jewels before you run out of little hauntings here. And if you have more hauntings on the board and you can't get any more out and it requires more, then you lose the game. But if you deliver all the gems, of course you win. And that is the expansion. Final thoughts. What do I think about the game? Well, as you know, I do love this game. This game is for kids, but I think adults could play it too. You'd have a lot of fun with this game. Now, when I heard there was an expansion coming out, I had to go get it. But it was for sale at the point of this video. It was nowhere nowhere to be found but Mattel.com. And so I just bought it straight from Mattel, and it came in, and we played it a couple of times now, and it's great. To be honest, I think it makes the game a little bit better. You can play it either way. You can play it with the base game, but if you're thinking, is the creepy Cellar worth it for me? I would say yes. Of course, the Blue Ghost is very similar to the Ghost King, so if you have the Blue Ghost expansion, you already know what the Ghost King's like. But everything else, the Cursed Gems, of course the Ghost King makes things harder, and then of course the little jinx that you could have just makes the game a little bit harder. Maybe they thought, hey, you know what, a lot of adults are playing this, we need to step up the difficulty level, and that's what this one does. It definitely steps it up. Now, I haven't lost yet, but woo, we have come close several times. Alright gamers, that's all the time I have for now. Until next time, game on!